Hey, it's your girl Queen Mia. You already know by the title that I'm reacting to another video. So make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on notification. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, Queen Mia 15. And let's jump into the video. So we are reacting to 7 mystery riddles only the smartest 5% can solve. So I'm going to be solving these questions and stuff. Let's get started.
Lets me out, huh? Hey, are you a fan of good old Agatha Christie novels? Or are modern works with elements of thriller more to your liking? It's time to test yourself.
Okay.
We're all familiar with typical IQ tests that rate your intelligence level after you've answered 40 standardized questions. But there are some other ways to find out what your inner genius can do. We found several riddles that only a few people can figure out. Do you feel brave enough to crack them? Then
Yes,
go ahead and test
do.
your detective skills with these riddles. After each riddle, you'll be given 15 seconds to find the answer. Here we go. Number 7, jailbreak. Jack is placed in a cell with a dirt floor and only one window positioned so high no one could reach it. The cell is empty except for a shovel. It's hot and dry there, but Jack won't get any food or drink anytime soon. He has only 2 days to break out of the jail. If not, he'll die.
Oh no.
We know what you have immediately thought, but no! Digging a tunnel is not an option, as it will take more than 2 days.
I was kind of
So,
stupid, though.
how should Jack escape the cell? What's your guess? Don't forget, you can pause the video to have more time to think.
Okay, let me pause it. Okay, I think for him to get out, if I think he should make a pile of dirt by the window, then climb on top of the pile of dirt to get out. I don't know what that helped, but that's the only way how I could come up with. I meant that's the only thing I could come up with is that if I was in that predicament, I would make a whole pile of dirt by the window, then climb on top of the pile of dirt, and get out the window. Hopefully, I got this right. Let's see. That's my plan. Make a whole bunch of make a big pile of dirt by the window to step on, then climb out the window.
All set? Here's the answer. Well, the way out for Jack turned out to be a piece of cake. He had to use the shovel to make a pile of dirt under the window, climb on it, and escape from...
Now, I promise y'all, I did not cheat. I did not watch this video before recording this. I swear. I came up with that brilliant idea. If I was in that predicament, I would create a pile of dirt by the window and get out the window. I swear, I did not cheat at all. I'm letting y'all know that I did not watch this video. This is literally my first time watching this video.
the cell. Seriously, who secures prisoners this way? Alright, number 6. A stolen necklace. Mrs. Smith went to the police claiming that her vintage necklace was missing. The woman was upset. When the police arrived, they saw no signs of a break-in. No messed up locks, no misplaced doors. Only one window was broken. There was a total mess inside the house and dirty footprints all over the floor.
Idea. It's an animal.
Surprisingly, the next day, Mrs. Smith was arrested for fraud. Why?
They said it was dirty footprints. So it either could be Miss Fraud because she probably stole the necklace.
Are you ready there?
Been an animal.
5 seconds left.
It could have been her dog or something that I can't be there.
Here's the answer. The police were sure that Mrs. Smith lied to them because the window was broken from the inside. If it had been broken from the outside, little pieces of glass would have been on the room's floor. Number 5. Murder at school. On the first day of the school year, a geography teacher was murdered. The police had as many as 4 suspects. They were the gardener, the math teacher, the coach, and even the school principal. Now, I vote for the principal. Now, the sticking point was that they all had alibis. The gardener was cutting bushes. The math teacher was holding a mid-year test. The coach was playing basketball. The principal was in the office. The Despite this, the killer was arrested immediately. Can you guess who killed the geography teacher and how the police solved the mystery? You have 15 seconds to find the killer.
Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
The killer was the math teacher. According to his own words, he was holding a mid-year test, but the crime happened on the first day of the school year. He needs to learn how to lie better, don't you think? Number 4, a lonely man.
We'll track the price of your flight so you can decide when to book.
I'ma just skip. I should have.
A lonely old man lived in his house in the suburbs of the city. He led a quiet life. Perhaps he was a homebody, as he never left his dwelling for long. It was a midsummer Friday when the mailman walked by and called out for the man. There was no answer coming from inside the house. The mailman looked into the window and, oh no, saw the man in a pool of blood. When the policeman arrived, he found Tuesday's newspaper, 2 bottles of warm milk, and 1 bottle of cold milk. The next day, the killer was arrested. Do you know how the police found out who it was so quickly? What is your idea?
Don't worry about that text, but maybe it was the mailman. I think it probably was the mailman for some reason. It had to be the mailman probably. He was the murderer.
5 seconds remaining. Can you see the answer? It was obviously the mailman.
Yes.
He knew that no one in that house would read a newspaper on Wednesday or Thursday. That's why he came only on Friday.
He was the
Number
only
3,
person around.
2 pills. A serial killer had a particular practice going. He kidnapped people and made them take one of 2 pills. One was harmless, the other was poisonous. Whichever pill a victim took, the serial killer took the other one. Then the scheme repeated itself continuously. Victims took their pills with water and died. The killer repeatedly survived.
I know.
How did he always get the harmless pill? Good luck. Your time has started.
So I think what happened, I think the serial killer took the harmless pill and the other person took the poison, which can kill you. So I think what he did, he probably put the pill in a water, because those are like the type of pills that you can open and they would have like the like, what do you call it? It would be some white powder stuff up in a pill. So I think he probably he opened a pill that have the poison and gave it to the other person while he took the one that's harmless. He opened it up and put the poison one up in the orange chair, if that's the victim, the person who's not the killer.
Here's the answer. The serial killer was tricking people. The poison was in the glass of water his victims drank, not in the pill. Oh, that stinks. So unfair.
I was similar. I did say that he did put the poison up in the victim's water. The dude who's not the killer. It's still similar answer. I'm still correct, basically.
Anyway, number 2, frozen windows. Once, on a cold winter day, a tragedy happened. John found his friend dead in his own house. John called the police and said he was just passing by Jack's house when he decided to drop by to see him. He had been knocking and ringing the bell for a long time. However, all was silent. Perhaps Jack wasn't at home. But John could very well see the light in the room through a frozen window. He breathed on the ice window glass and saw Jack on the floor. Unexpectedly for John, the police arrested him as the main suspect. Why? 15 seconds to go.
I think John was the one who killed him. I think John's just trying to play it off, just trying to pretend like he's not the one that killed the victim. I think John.
Only 5 seconds left.
and try to pretend like he didn't kill a person.
Obviously, John hasn't thought his legend through. He wouldn't be able to unfreeze the window glass because it's usually icy on the inside. And finally, number 1, chemical substances.
Chemical substance, okay.
A famous chemist was murdered in his lab. There was no evidence found except for a piece of paper with the names of chemical substances on it. On the day he was murdered, the chemist had only 3 visitors: his wife Mary, his nephew Nicholas, and his friend Jonathan. The police arrested the murderer right away. How did they know who it was? A little hint. Pay closer attention to the note.
Okay, so I learned these chemicals in school, so it can't be carbon, oxygen, nickel, I think, okay, I'm gonna guess who it did. I think it was Jonathan, because I don't think the wife would kill him. Or I think, did they say the son? I think Jonathan would, because, I don't know, I just think for some reason it was Jonathan. I think his wife is more closer to him. And the other person, I think the child, whoever it was, but I think it was Jonathan.
The answer is hidden in the note. This piece of paper had a clue. If you combine the short names of the chemical substances on the paper, you'll get a name. Nicolas. Even dying, this man remained a real chemist. Speaking of chemists, here's one for you. Johnny was a chemist's son, but Johnny is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4, which is, of course, sulfuric acid. Oops. Well, did you manage to solve these detective riddles? Did you? Wow, if so, don't forget to hit like and share this video with your friend.
Okay, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notification. I'm sorry it took me 4.5 weeks to post a video. I was supposed to be doing a nose piercing video, but I kept messing it up, and like it was a mess. So I didn't post it because I knew that y'all probably wouldn't like the video, because like, okay, the video was all over the place. You know, I kept getting my nose piercing gun jammed in my nose and all of that. Yeah, that's why I was supposed to post it. That was my plan, but I didn't, because the video wouldn't be alright. It would have been stupid if I would have posted. But thank you. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on notification. I already just said it, but love you guys.